Hey, welcome back to another episode of All Things Davon, where there's no limits, no filters, honest conversations, and honestly, the truth we all can relate to. Today, I have a special guest. Her name is Nyrie. How you feeling?
Good. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Literally, she traveled almost 2 hours for me.
We here.
We're here. Okay, so we're gonna just get into a couple of things. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and who is Nyrie and what drives her passions?
Okay, so basically, howdy y'all. I'm Nyrie. I'm from the South.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking. I'm born in Tennessee. I'm a photographer, guys, for the fun. I love doing like pictures. I love taking pictures of anything, everything. So if you want me to take a picture of your dog, take a picture of your cat, me. It's me, but I'm also like a college student, so I'm also like trying to be like very hardworking.
Yeah.
Crickets, but I'm a big procrastinator, so that's what we're gonna know. Yeah, you already know how it be. You already know how to be. The assignment's done at 11:57. Right before that,
every time.
Exactly, every time, and really like. I don't know, should I give y'all like the simple, like, my name is Nyrie, like, my favorite color is green.
Really?
Favorite food is, yeah.
Really? Oh,
it's like the sage green.
Oh,
My whole room is
cute.
sage green, yeah.
Mine's orange.
Really? Mm-hmm. You can't do much with orange. I don't like orange.
You don't like orange?
No. Even though my whole school color is orange.
I want my car to be like a Tesla. I want a Tesla.
You want an orange Tesla?
No. I want a blacked out Tesla with orange accents on the inside.
Crickets. I'm just joking.
I love you.
I just don't love orange. I hate orange, y'all. I hate yellow too.
Oh, I don't like yellow.
So all those like colored like.
You don't like bright colors.
Yeah. I like those emo colors.
Okay, so you also do makeup too.
I do makeup. I'm not a professional makeup artist. My favorite.
Not yet. No, the way she beats her face down, yes she is.
Y'all, I'm not a professional makeup artist. You saw my friend, like
you beat your face so good.
Like I love going around testing products, and I have like really dry skin, so I can't be doing anything that's too like. If the product is known for like mattifying and stuff, I hate using it.
Yeah.
Like, but I also don't like having a matte face.
That's crazy because I have like a
combination.
No, I'm the opposite. I have oily skin.
You have oily skin? See, like, that's when you like to use matte, because if you have oily skin, you do not want to have anything that's, like, moist on your skin. Like, I feel like, personally, this is, like, my preference. If I had oily skin and I use something like, you know, that dewy makeup trend that's going on right now?
I'm trying to stay away from that.
I would never do that. Like, it would just be, like, oil on dewy, and it would just look like...
And oil and water don't mix, girls.
Yeah. Y'all find out the hard way, real hard.
So you do photography, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you first get into photography and also makeup, and like, was it something you always loved?
I'm not gonna lie, I first started getting into photography like my freshman year of high school. So I was on the yearbook. Oh, it was like when I lived in North Carolina. I was in the yearbook club, and I just took pictures like of everyone around school. I was like, wow, like I really could get into this. I really liked it. And I didn't have my personal camera at the time. I actually just got like my own personal camera back in 2023 of February. So I'm about to come up on 2 years of doing photography, like of me. Yes. And I don't know, I just fell in love with it from the yearbook, basically. And then I just started doing more and more stuff. Like, I've been trying to find my style more, because I've been struggling to find my style. Like, low-key, there's a certain type of style I like, which is, like, studio shots. So, like that, like, studio coloring, browns, boots. So that's what y'all are seeing more of lately. And I'm trying to, like, venture away from anything else except for, like, studio stuff or the occasional graduation pics that are like outdoors, because I don't like it that much. Like, I love like seeing everybody's face, like, don't get me wrong, I just love studio shots. There's so much creative freedom you can do with them. Like, for Valentine's Day, you could put some hearts in the background, have them blow kiss, get them a little cake, whatever. You can do anything with a studio shot, and that's literally my favorite thing. And as for makeup, COVID started hitting, and you know, TikTok was like the trend, you know, because we were all on our phones back at the time. And I always see those girls wearing eyeliner and stuff like that. So originally, I never wore makeup, like no foundation, concealer, or anything like that. My mom bought me like the occasional palettes and stuff like that to play with. But when it came to actual like eyeliner and stuff, like, girl, that was my favorite to do. Okay, I had one.
That's the hardest thing to do, though.
It's the hardest, I will admit. It was, like, very hard for somebody who didn't do makeup. So I'm not really learning anything, like, to me, like, for anything else. No. So let me tell y'all. The makeup looks with that eyeliner was that little stick. I think it was Elf eyeliner was going hard. I did bat wings. y'all, bat wings
How?
on my eye.
How do you even
Basically,
do
it was like points.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's hard.
And I just filled it in. Don't ask me why I did that. And like moving, I was like, I want to get more into makeup. Like I want to reinvent myself, become brand new. So I actually just started into makeup more. So like I bought my first Fenty Beauty little stick. You know, I was really into
Fenty
that.
Beauty always do it.
Fenty Beauty is the original. If y'all don't like Fenty Beauty, I don't know what to tell y'all.
And also Rare Beauty.
Rare Beauty, I have not used any of Rare Beauty stuff, I don't think. Not yet. But I really want to get... No, I lied. I have that blush from Rare Beauty.
Good.
It's very pigmented. I have to be careful because one time I made my whole face red.
I think like the most thing we can relate on is like beauty, because I've always wanted to get my dermatologist certification so I can do skincare.
Yes, you need to. I need somebody to do skincare real quick.
So bad. Like I love skincare. I feel like if I wasn't gonna do music or if I wasn't doing a podcast, and honestly I could really do it all, I would do beauty.
You should. I think beauty is like so important, especially like skincare, because like skin is like such an important part of your body. Like personally, like this is like just me, but like it might not just be me, it might be everybody, but like I just like making sure my face is all good before anything. So low key, if as long as I'm like my skin is good and clear and like it looks shiny and glowing healthy, I don't care about wearing makeup at all. But it's just like if that skin is good underneath the makeup, that's just like an extra
and that's the first
bonus.
thing you see.
Right, like that's literally the first thing you see. And I love making sure even if you like just a lash girly, right, you just like wearing lashes, maybe you like getting your eyebrows or whatever, like it's your skin, like that's gonna stand out. Like I remember like my first like weeks of college and stuff, I would just take pictures of me in that bonnet with my skin. Like it's just like that's all that mattered. I was like, yes girl, your skin eating.
Like you can't say nothing else.
I know, my roommate was
a bare face will always clear the room.
Exactly, like my roommate was definitely just staring at me like, girl,
you like me or what? If you had to choose one, what would it be? Makeup or photography?
I think I would choose photography.
Yeah,
I think I would choose a lot. I think I would choose photography, although I do love makeup, y'all.
But you don't need it though.
I don't need it. I don't think personally I need makeup. Like I just like, not saying like anybody really needs makeup, but like I'm just saying I don't think I really need makeup. It's just like an additional thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like since I found photography before I did makeup, it's more important to me as far as like things I would love to do. Plus there's so much with variety with like photography, and then like you know how they have all those editing features and stuff like that. You really could just edit a makeup on your face. Like
you really could do that. I just realized that.
Yeah, like you see how many people like have like barely to no makeup, and you could just add something right there.
That is so true. So what's a random fun fact about you people wouldn't expect? I feel like you got a lot.
I don't know, actually. Okay, random fun
I feel like
fact.
when it comes to your head, it's like you get like a blank mind.
I do. It's like really like it's like something that's gonna come to me later. I'd be like, oh my god. Like,
oh, this one. Okay, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. Okay, so how do you think your creative side impacts who you are as a college student? Because I know college is a lot, but do you feel like being in photography kind of goes hand in hand with you being in college because you can make more networking?
So yes, it's kind of like an argument with my heart and my mind a lot of the time, because I am not doing photography in college. I'm not doing anything with graphics or creativity in college. I'm doing like finance and political science.
That's like a switch.
Yes, it's
That's
definitely a big
opposite.
switch. So it's just like, girl, because I did want to do like graphic design and video effects and stuff like that in college, but I was like, I really want to do this instead.
Political science makes the money though.
Yeah, you know, gotta be like making my big bag.
And let me do this on the side if I really want to.
Right. And I love photography so much. And sometimes I am worried about the future, like, of balancing it all out.
Yes, and also AI.
Yes, AI definitely gonna take my
AI
job.
scared me. Y'all, I switched my major. My major switched because of AI. No, it really did.
Like,
because I was a marketing major and AI is taking over marketing.
I know, but like, how would it take over your major?
Like, when it comes to like, certain like statistics and like analyzing stuff, AI kind of plans it all out for you. When it comes to creating your content, it basically does everything for you. Any question that you would need from a marketer, you can ask ChatGPT to do it. To do research on a different company, they would already do it. So it's like AI is like low-key a machine. It's like an internet robot. Like like, what's next? We're gonna have a physical robot now. Like, it's just gonna be crazy.
Yes, you know they already made that little Tesla robot, or not Tesla robot, like
that's
little.
Scary.
Yes,
like I like what Elon Musk like crazy.
And I used to play this game called Detroit Become Human, and it was like about robots and stuff. And I was just like, yeah,
it's a reality. I'm definitely interested and intrigued about the future because everything's gonna change tenfold, and it's crazy how as the years go on. Like, what we're used to now, like, we have 4K TV. What seems brand new to us in the next 10 years is going to be so old.
It's gonna be
so it's like, how far can we advance? And when we think about it, we advance really quickly. We just got technology, like, back in the 90s. And it's only, like, about 30 years later. How did we get that much technology?
Yes, and we're so far ahead, especially, like, we don't have flying cars yet, granted, like they said we would.
They're already building that. No,
are they?
Yes. And China is way more ahead. China has a train station. I think it's China. They have a train station that can take you from one end of the country to another within like I think 10 minutes. Faster than a plane.
Yes. Is it like a bullet train or something
yes.
like that? Yes.
And my thing is that seems so weird because how can our body process moving that fast?
I don't know, and I'm not really into like science or anything, but I find that so interesting because I feel like your body would just be so far like lagging behind, but since it's attached to you, I'm also like let me see. It's probably not too bad.
Or the thing that they're building in Saudi Arabia, it's called the Line.
What is it?
It's oh my god, it's kind of scary. And they already started building it too. Like they already started building it. So it's basically almost like I think you can call it a dystopian, just like a dystopian society in a way. I'm probably wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. It's basically a big line. It's like millions of miles down, and it's basically a mini world inside of it.
That's something that's like
it's scary, but it has everything you need, and it's huge. Like it's huge. It's like as big as a country on the inside. It's huge. Like everything you need is from a walkable distance.
That sounds kind of scary.
It sounds scary, but I feel like people are willing to do it. But my thing is, low key, what are you guys making this for? Yes, it saves more space, but what are you trying to keep us away from? Clock it.
You're about to be number one target right there. They about to get
y'all
you.
My twin. I ain't say that. I ain't say that for real. Y'all do you. I ain't coming now.
No, they literally about to come at you. Come drop a pin, like
pin code. Ooh, how'd you know we're knocking on my door? Hey, no. But going back to college, what's been the hardest adjustment going into college life? Because you're away from home.
Okay, so my first few weeks of college, I was really scared of being away from home and away from my parents and away from my dog. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, you have a dog.
Yes, I do. His name is Stormy, and he's like a mini Australian Shepherd. He's literally my baby. I've raised him since he was like 8 weeks old, maybe less than that.
You didn't bring him with you?
Huh?
You didn't bring him with you?
No, because he's too hyper, y'all. He would have been acting a fool on this camera. Yeah. Like, I can't.
Shout out for the cameras and all.
Yeah, he would have probably been in the center. He hates being recorded, but he likes being in the center of everything. So it's kind of like I'm just looking at him like, okay, girl.
I wonder what his sign is.
Virgo.
He's a Virgo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's an Earth. Yeah, he's an Earth sign like me. So.
You're Capricorn.
I am a Capricorn, and my mom is a Taurus, and then my dad is just a Scorpio. So he's like the odd one out.
Oh my goodness, Malibu's a Scorpio.
Exactly.
My little dog is a Scorpio.
Yes, and they have the most personality. Like,
oh my
I'm just like over it all.
Oh my goodness. I know we both do a lot. But like, coming from me, I want to ask you, how do you balance all your assignments, your classes, your photography, your makeup, and still make time?
I don't.
Okay, I feel better now. I feel better now because I struggle a little bit. I feel better. I'm like,
so recently though, I've been trying to, because I'm taking 19 credit hours in college right now.
Good night.
So yeah. Yeah, I'm already over it.
Good night.
I'm trying to like balance it out. So right now I've been using like Google Calendar and like my notes app, and I've been utilizing all those resources, y'all. Like every resource I got, I've been utilizing it. And then I go to the library sometimes because like I found out the hard way, even though they said it, like don't study in your room because of this. I found out that the hard way because I'm always taking a nap, even though I'd be like, I'm not going to take a nap today. Like, girl, okay. And with my photography, I try to plan out ahead So like I think I have like my website on my website. It's like I don't do last minute bookings. So like if it's like within a week you want like a shoot done, I don't do like no, I'm not gonna do that. Cause then say if somebody wants to shoot in Clarksville, I'm in Knoxville. That's like 3.5 hours away, probably 4 with Nashville traffic. Let's keep that in mind. And I'm just like, and also like I can't come back home until Friday usually because I have classes on every other day. So it's just like I have to make sure we plan that ahead before I go ahead. I have to let them know, like, hey, I can't do a photo shoot this day or this day because I'm in school. Like, it's really just like you have to communicate with people. But like, my organization skills are coming together. I have to learn how to organize a lot more just because I'm like, girl, you're not organizing well enough. Last semester, I learned that the hard way, y'all. I learned that the hard way. How do you like personally organize your life together? Because I know you do everything, right? And I know you say you didn't know, but there has to be some set of skills that you kind of like got in hand.
It's so hard. Yeah, the notes app on like my phone is key. I try using the reminder app in the phone. Honestly, it does not work for me.
I can't use the reminder app.
It doesn't work. I think definitely for sure communication is definitely key. I do work a full-time job. I start my day early. I used to start my day at 4 a.m. in the morning. I used to wake up at 3 a.m., go to work at 4 a.m., get off early, and then start my content creating.
I can't wake up that early though.
A lot was going on, so I switched it now. So now I do work in the afternoon just for like a couple hours in the midday, and then I still have my mornings to myself to do content creating, and I still have my afterwards to do it. But it's all about balance, in which I will say this year I'm doing a lot better, but it's all a learning curve. It's a lot though. I'm excited though because it builds your character, it builds your set of skills of what you want to do. So organizing, and we're working on that. Procrastination, bad, but we working on it though, and I need to be on time. Bad. Like,
I'm never on time. Like,
I am bad at being on. Like, I am bad. Like, I used to be so good on it, but like, I'm working on it, and I really am working on it too because it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, but it's like, damn, I'll be busy. Like, I really do. Like, I have so much in my head. And I think I also do have OCD, so it's like I'm doing so much. Like, I'm doing so much at once, and everything needs to be in place. And I like hyper focus on one thing, and that thing has to get done first before I focus on something else. I can't do everything all at once because it's not working for me.
I'm also like diagnosed with OCD, but I'm also diagnosed with ADHD.
Oh my god!
So it's kind of like a constant fight between me being organized and staying organized versus me being super messy and super all over the place. It's very exhausting.
It gets frustrating at times. I'm not
gonna
lie.
Very. I'm just looking at myself. It's just like a mess. Cause then, like for example, I hate like if my room is unclean. Like I hate walking in an unclean room and just being like dirty, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta get to this, I gotta get to that. But it's like I plan too many things at once. Like I have to take out this, I have to take out that, I have to do this, I have to do that, and then I don't like. I start a task, get distracted, don't do it, and then it's just losing my motivation all the time. And then if I set like clocks or timers to stay on time, I feel like I constantly ignore them. So it's just like, okay, like maybe I have to break it up. I'm learning to break up things in pieces so I can like do it in a way.
Like I feel like we're so much alike.
Yes.
It's so weird. Like it's so weird. Like
yes,
we're so much alike in like certain ways. Like we have different niches besides photography. I love photography.
Yes.
But I'm not as good as you though. You eat that. But we have so much in common because like I'm the same way too as well. I had to learn that balance was gonna help me in the long run because I'm so used to like I want to do it all at once. Like we both have so much talent. You like makeup, you like focusing on political science, getting to deep conversations, getting to good topics. But it becomes confusing when we do everything all at once, and then it becomes frustrating, especially since you have ADHD and OCD. It's like a constant battle between staying organized and also being productive and not honing on one thing.
Yes, so, exactly. Like, it's so exhausting.
I get you. But like for me, only having OCD, my thing is making sure everything's perfect. I really have a bad thing when it comes to perfectionism. Like that picture frame fell off the wall, and I was like, I don't want to do this podcast. But it's like me and the business mindset of me, the show must go on, so I can always get another frame. But like I'm literally so like perfect down to a T. I'm like, there's different things I want to change, but you know, life happens for a reason. So it's all about what you can do in the moment, not what you can do later? What are you gonna do now? Because everything's gonna fall into place.
That's what I try to like keep in the mindset, but I feel like I'm so past it. Like,
You said, girl, I'm exhausted.
Right. I'd be like, yeah.
Girl, I tried that. I've been there, done that, thought about that. That's next topic. Like,
exactly, right. Because I'm not about to stay there. Like,
no, I feel you. But like, how do you deal with burnout?
That's a good question, and I feel like that is a good question for another person. Like, yes, okay. So personally, I haven't really dealt with too much burnout with me being in college, and I don't know if it's because I found better ways to organize my time. I'm going out more and doing more stuff. But like, for example, when I was in high school, like my senior year was completely burnt out because I merged like my years. Like I had like a lot more classes than like a typical senior would, and I would always I was also working on top of that. I was also in clubs on top of that, so it was like just a lot of things going on. And I remember like around this time last year, I was just completely over it. I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I was crying to my dad. I was like, I can't be in school. Like, I'm ready to give up. And he was just like, don't worry. Like, you still got more time. Like, you da-da-da-da. But, like, for my schedule last year, I'm going to give you, like, a little rundown, basically. So, let's say I was, like, a wrestling manager for like that time period, and I was also a theater kid, so I was in plays.
Girl,
so
that rehearsal time.
So I was doing my classes, you know, like class starts 7:30 to like 2:30, right? And then I was also in like SGA, so if we had an SGA meeting, I had to keep that in mind. So let's say like 7:30, 2:30 class, SGA meeting right after school, barely like 30 minutes maybe, and then I had my rehearsals for theater until like maybe 5, and then I had wrestling practice, or that's probably not the exact time, I literally forgot, but I had wrestling practice, and then after wrestling practice I had to go to work.
What was the study time, girl?
It was at midnight, like after, or sometimes I would try to study at my job because I usually work the back window, and usually like during these like colder times it's a lot slower. And I used to work at Burger King, y'all, so it's just like, okay, who really want to come for the Whopper? Well, you would be surprised, but
it's good though. The Impossible Burger, I know I had that a couple times.
The what burger?
The Impossible.
I've never had the Impossible Burger working over there, and I would never eat it. Like I was just like, I love my cheeseburger, y'all, with bacon.
So, I haven't had pork in years, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not a big pork eater, so I really just get the cheeseburger. Or like I have to eat turkey bacon if I eat any type of bacon, or maybe like if I really have to, because I don't eat eggs. So
I love eggs.
I don't like eggs.
I
eat deviled eggs, and like if I eat scrambled eggs, which I don't like scrambled eggs, it has to have like peppers in it, like some type of omelet.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving the palm of my hand. Like, it's giving the palm of my hand. Like
no.
Oh no. It wasn't seasoned in there.
No, but yes, that was my schedule, and basically like the study time was like really in the like afternoon, or sometimes if I wasn't on stage for rehearsal, like say I was off stage, right? Then I would have to study like in the back and just not miss my cue. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Lindsay. Like, she would give me.
I feel like that comes with a theater kid in you, because you always have to rehearse lines. So, like, that muscle memory in your head kind of, like, latches on quick, in a way.
Yes, so I can't memorize anything. But when it came to theater, I think I did really good with my lines. Like, I've ever really missed any lines, particularly, like, unless we skipped over them, like, as a group. But I don't think I personally ever missed any lines. I was always trying to do it back to back. Now, that's not counting, like, rehearsals and stuff. Like, I would always, like, try to, like, miss or stumble over my words in rehearsals. But when it came to that play, I was down, okay? Like, I was really into the character. I was right. Like, girl.
Because I love, like, the aspect of, like, I'm a little bit of a theater kid. I did a play where I did Aladdin, and I was an understudy of Aladdin, and then I also was Sultan, so I was the dad.
Yeah, so you were just doing it all.
I was doing it all. I remember, I'm a little theater kid, too, and I watched Wicked. Did you watch Wicked?
Yes, I did.
Goodness,
the like newest one, like on the TV.
Yes,
I love Wicked. I loved it before it like the movie came out, and I love everything. I remember when I went to Hamilton. I've been loving theater for years.
Oh my goodness, my favorite musical is when I watched The Phantom of the Opera.
Really?
Like, they had the live version of it, and they had a chandelier where it like fell so high, and we thought it was gonna drop, but it was like part of the theatrics and everything like that. It was so
like
fun.
It's everything. Like, I love everything that goes wrong in
the dramatics and all.
Yes, and that's why it's such an important, like, I think that's why it's like everybody's favorite show to do. And it's also like one of the shows that you have to like put so much effort into with like the backgrounds
Broadway's
and
a whole
stuff. So
different
yeah.
thing.
Oh, Broadway is so different. They put too much time, money, effort, everything in there.
I'm saying. So do you think college is for everyone? Because I don't think college is for everyone.
College is personally not for everyone. I've seen people go to college, try it out, and they didn't like it, and then they've done so much better in other career fields. And I know so many of my friends who don't go to college, and they are personally thriving while I'm still in college. I'm like, girl, it must be nice. Like, I personally don't feel like college is for everyone, and I feel like that's the fact that schools aren't pushing it as much as they used to anymore is like really good. I know they like to have it as a backup plan just in case, but I personally think it's like really good because it's not like forcing a child to go into like too much debt for something they don't want to do.
And
like,
also the return value back, even if you get your degree, is not as much as you think it's going to be to pay off that debt. You can be paying off the debt for a minute.
Yes, exactly. Especially if you're going into more like creative fields.
Like unless you're a doctor.
Yeah, unless you're, if you're a doctor, go to school.
That's like 8 to 12 years though.
Yeah. Doctoring
and you
is
also
a lot.
have to get into classes, and that's if you even get in, especially for nursing. So like you're doing all that work for like 4 years, and then you have to also apply for a nursing school. And what if you don't get in? I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Like, like I don't know how my mom did that.
I can't do it. And then you have to do residency and all that stuff.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And then those exams.
Good night. Yeah, my friend, she's a photographer too. Her name is Rashi. She got into nursing school, and I don't know how she does it. I call her now like my Nigerian sister because I took the 23andMe test. I finally just took it, and it said I'm 44% Nigerian.
Oh, really?
I'm so excited.
Yes, like now you can
so
like get into that culture.
Yeah, I'm Nigerian. Yeah, I'm 44%. Okay, so I should have asked this before, but I want to go ahead and ask this now. What does photography mean to you?
Photography means the world to me, especially when I capture people's like important moments and get to see them laugh, get to see them smile, get to see them joke. I love doing it. I did an engagement session one time with this couple, and it was when I was under somebody's wing, like another photographer's wing, like shadowing. And I loved seeing like how happy they were and getting to know all the tea up until their marriage, like how they became to be, how they found each other. It was just such a sweet moment. And photography is basically, it means the world to me because it shows those moments that usually are so secretive, private, and just sacred altogether.
And you get to see all of it.
Yes, and I do get to, and I love seeing all of it because
like,
I get to it shows me how they really are as a person, and it gets me so easier to capture their emotions.
And like also like how I think about it too, like how I think of photography, and I feel like you can relate to it as well. I feel like photography for me is like me bringing my visions to life. Everything that I've been thinking in my head, to see it in visuality and the perspective is like,
yes, and I
like,
love it.
Yes, I fulfilled that dream.
Exactly, and like coming up with ideas and creatives like and stuff like that, it just makes me so happy. Like I personally never do my own photo shoots because I'm so bad. I am not the model type for other people. I feel like, I mean, maybe for other people,
you have your face.
But like for other people, I love being behind the camera more than I'd be afraid of it. I feel like personally, yes. Like personally, yes. Like even from like my birthday photo shoot, like I created the vision to come up with it and stuff like that. And the photographer, like I was doing it with it. She's so excited. She's like, yes. And then like I love getting other people's opinions on what type of photo shoots we are interested in. But like when I was first doing photography off the bat, I think one of my like favorite things, like you said, is like coming up with that vision. That vision is so important. And you know, like there was that show, I don't think like The End of the like Freaking World or something like that. It was like I did a photo shoot based off that show, and it was just like creative. Like I was just like, I like these vibes, I like this show, like we're gonna try to do this show.
And it's like you don't want to do it lackluster either, because if you do it lackluster, it shows. And it's like everyone else is gonna be like, I'm not looking at you, because your photo shoots matter. Yes,
your photo shoots matter to how like you present yourself to your like to the people. Like I don't know, I'm very nitpicky.
Yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
That perfectionism be working overtime. If you could have any photo shoot in the world, where would you have it at?
Where would I have it at? Okay.
That's a good question.
I personally would love to have it in like, that's a good question. Hold on, y'all. Because let me think about everywhere I'd love to go. I think I would love to do it. I would say I would love to do it on an island, but I really think I would love to take pictures in like Dubai. Because Dubai is like so beautiful, and I would love to, like, if anybody had like a wedding session there that they would love me to photograph there, I would love to take pictures in Dubai. Where would you like to take your pictures at?
Yeah. It's Italy/Greece.
I actually love Italy.
You've been there?
Yes.
Something about it, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's it's not even mid-centric. It's just very old times and different. And it's like you're in a different world, and I can be able to shut off everything. And especially like going down a river. Like, I just feel like it's just so different. Like you're back in time, but it's so beautifully how like God made every single thing. I don't know. I just love nature. Nature has been my biggest thing. It's just like, I don't know, something about Italy and Greece, and I want to go see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So I'm gonna shift a little gears real quick. I'm gonna ask you just a couple questions that I wanted to know.
Okay.
Well, it's like I want to hear your perspective.
Okay.
All right. So, are friendships less meaningful today because of the world of texting and DMs?
Yes. I personally think a lot of friendships are a lot less meaningful now that texting and DMs are happening. Just because, like, you don't really get to see, unless you plan it out, I don't really personally get to see a person. Like, there's this one girl that I've, like, loved to hang out with, and I'm always texting her and be like, we should hang out, like, or she's, like, texting me, like, yeah, we should, and we never get to planning. And we really never get to build a real relationship. However, I do feel like text messages and DMs are a good way to keep those connections alive if you had a connection previously. Like me and my best friend, she lives in Virginia and I don't, obviously, and I still love texting her. Obviously, I don't have to text her all the time to keep our friendship alive, but I love texting, communicating small things like what's going on with life. She loves telling me about things, and I'm just like, okay, like that's something we'll talk about when I come and see you next time, which is in May. And I'm like, and I'm just like, I love keeping those. Yeah, next time I see you, like, so like it's like one of those things that it's like it's a controversial take, I personally think, because a lot of people will argue that text messages and like keep meaningful friendships, but I kind of disagree in a way. Unless your friendship was already meaningful from the jump with seeing each other in person all the time.
So how do you deal with friendship betrayals?
Friendship betrayals, I don't deal with it.
I don't. That's why I kind of ate. I don't.
See, like, look, I am the type of friend to like forgive and forget, but I'm also the type of person to hold a grudge, and that's kind of the downside of who I am. I'll acknowledge that, like, yo, that's the downside of me. I'll be like, remember what you did? Like, I'll be on my deathbed. Caitlin, remember what you did like back in 2002? Like you know, yes, I am the type of person. I literally cannot handle friendship betrayals, and it's really pulls at heartstrings because I think I'm more of an emotional person. Like, how would you personally handle like friendship betrayals?
I feel like I'm kind of going through it now in a sense. So like for me, I fall back.
Really?
I do fall back. I don't sit there. I think I state my piece and I move on, because I feel like if I keep explaining myself and I'm not being heard, there's no point of a conversation. And I'm not the individual where I scream, I get mad, and start crashing out. I'm not a crash out. I'm not a crash out. Are you a crash out?
You know, I might be like.
Let me not say too much. I'm gonna start throwing stuff in this podcast.
Flipping this way.
I'm done. No, but like. Honestly speaking, I think I'm a really sweetheart though. Like, I'm very funny, and I do have a personality, and I can have a slick mouth. But that's just all jokes. Like, all jokes aside, when it comes to anything, everyone knows that I'm the dad of the group. I'm making sure everyone's fed. I'm making sure everyone's okay. Everyone's good.
I'm auntie.
Me too, real bad. Like
they call me TT.
And I'm honored.
I don't know. How do you feel a little like?
I'm a little honored, but it's like, are you just saying that for the name, or are you saying that because I'm aging? Oh.
They might, it might be both.
Oh.
Fuck it.
But yeah, like honestly, friendship betrayals, honestly, I really, like you said, I don't deal with it. And I think one thing also, before I wrap up this question, I literally have to say, coming in 2025, I will not tolerate apologizing anymore where it's not needed.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I think I did that too much last year, and I'm not apologizing anymore.
I agree with that. Like, I do, because I feel like I overly apologize, or I overly try to make a friendship work that was just not meant to work. Like, at all.
At that point, if you want to make a relationship, you're going to have to reach out to me.
Exactly. And then I feel like I'm also the type of person, like, as soon as my birthday came around this year, it was like getting to a certain point. Like, if you didn't try to be in my life before, I don't want you in my life now. That's just how I personally feel. I feel like I always try to make relationships work with people, and then they come around too late, and I just don't care anymore.
Right.
So
it's always
like,
whenever they need you, then you're reaching out. But whenever you need them, Christina.
Where you at?
Like Christina's gone. Like, no, it's like I'm just done being that person. Like, okay. All right, y'all. So we're gonna shift gears before I let you go, because I don't want to let you go, but you know, I'm gonna play a game with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Little game. All right. So this game is called, you already know, it's called Decision. So basically, I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you either choose this or that.
Okay.
All right. Ready? All right. First one. Would you rather lose all your photos or your makeup?
My makeup. Photos have memories in them. Sorry.
Makeup costs money too.
Fenty Beauty, $300 gone. Ulta Beauty. Ooh, let's not get started. You know what? It's the makeup, but those memories are gonna be like the most part of my life.
That is true.
Yeah.
But that is true. Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. Would you rather ace all your classes but lose your creative spark, or would you rather struggle academically but thrive creativity?
That's such a good. I don't know. I actually don't know.
That's a good one.
Because, you know, have you watched those shows where they, like, kids come into school and then they lose their creative spark and they're just...
Because of the system?
Yes,
yeah.
like, just droll. Like, they're just so dull. And I'm just like, I do not want to be one of those type of people that have no creativity. Like, I love having creativity.
Losing
but
your
I
spark.
love being, like... I think I would have, like, I would keep my creativity. I think that's what I would have.
So you would like rather suffer academically?
I think I would rather suffer academically because obviously I don't know, like, you know that saying, like, where people may struggle or like but they come out on top. Like, I feel like that's one of those things. Like, you may struggle academically, but that doesn't really determine like how you'll handle these situations.
Okay, so would you rather have a photo shoot in the icy cold, it's negative 2 degrees, or you're gonna have a photo shoot and it's pushing 110, scorching hot? Which one are you choosing?
Negative 2 degrees.
I'm picking scorching hot.
You picking scorching hot?
I can't. I don't like the cold.
Okay.
You know when it's too cold and it's like you're burning because it's too cold?
Yes, but like, okay, look. You wear, like, no offense, but you wear too many clothes. So, like, you be putting on them Timbs and stuff. You are not going to wear all that slushing around in that heat. Like, think about it. You won't be like this.
That is true.
Like, juggling around. I can't do the heat.
But
I realized that today.
I think I'm a Florida boy at heart. I love the heat. I just love the heat. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the snow, but when it starts snowing for too long, I'm like, okay, you had your debut.
Really?
Like,
I love the snow. I like staying in.
I don't know. I'm just like, okay, girl, you had your debut. Now I actually have to get out in the snow. Like, it's cute when I'm inside, but it's like when I have to get outside of it now.
See, yes, and I like agree. Like, if you're sliding around, like driving or something, that's like I don't know. That's why I don't try to go out too much while I'm in the snow. But I also hate the heat. Cause like I have places to be, and sometimes I don't want to go. Also, your makeup your face be melting off. Like, one size can only do so much.
So one size can only do so much. Ooh. So would you eat the same meal every day, or never eat your favorite meal again?
Ooh. I would eat the same meal every day. I can do a Zaxby loaded fry every day, like.
Oh, the loaded fries?
Like, yeah, with the ranch bacon or something. No, wait.
I would eat the same meal every day.
I think I would eat the same meal every day because there's so many ways you could spice up. I mean, it feels like that right now with my life. Like, you know, I always eat chicken every day. But you spice that chicken up every day.
You can do anything with it.
Right, you can do anything. You can fry it.
Pasta.
You could put chicken in pasta. Like, there's so much you can do with chicken. I would just eat chicken every day.
I love pasta. Last but not least, so would you rather live without music or live without makeup?
Live without makeup. I'm sorry, makeup. The makeup is really losing in all of these topics.
Like,
I personally feel.
You really love, like, makeup is like, oh, so am I really a passion?
Really?
So,
makeup is just there.
Like, so what am I to you?
like, I have to think about it because I'm like, really, like, but think about it. Okay, did you ever go to, like, classes at Austin Peay?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever walk to classes without music? You drive without music? Do you like go to concerts without music? Like, you just gonna see them perform like this. Silence. Like, I personally could not live without music. Like, even today, like, I was getting ready with music.
You shut me up.
Like, yeah, like, it's really... Also, like, if you have a photo shoot, right? You don't want to play music. You don't want to do silence.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't even wear makeup, so music is just going to be an automatic yes for me. Like,
see, yeah, makeup is really losing. But I really rock with you, girl. Like, me and makeup are like this every other time.
She said she couldn't tell.
Like, every other time.
She's breaking her neck every time. I'm like, what? All right, so before we go, I always do this with every single guest. I want you to give a quote to somebody out in the audience, you know, that may need it. Something positive, something that we all can relate to, something we can all grasp with and learn from.
One of my favorite, like, things to say is, like, if you're putting too much work into, like, a relationship and they're not reciprocating or valuing all this time and love and emotional energy that you're giving into a person, they are not worth it. I feel that is my biggest regret all the time. And this goes for people who are in relationships too. You personally give too much and give too much, just constantly giving. They're not valuing it, they're disrespecting you, or they're not reciprocating it. Stop wasting your time, boo. It's time for you to, like, pull back, really think about what you want, and if their values don't align with yours or their emotional state does not personally align with yours, then it's time to, like, snip.
That's really good, honestly.
But yeah,
I would say quote for me is, do not be afraid to say no.
yes.
I think that was one of the hardest things. And even today, I'm still learning. I feel like I have to be a suck up and always have to be a people pleaser to other people. But in doing that, you kind of lose a sense of value of yourself. And you kind of lose a piece of identity because you're constantly having to people please everyone. And whenever it's time for people to show up to you and show up for what you have going on, nobody's knocking on your door because they're too busy. But weren't you too busy as well?
Yes, I actually agree with that. And don't even be like, maybe. Maybe it's still kind of considered like a yes. Like, don't, just say no.
Just say no. You don't have, and also you don't need an explanation. You don't have to keep giving people an explanation. No means no. And people have to respect your boundaries. And I just have to sit back and say no. Because if you're gonna constantly have people run over you, you're not gonna get anywhere in life. And I would not be anybody's pushover.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, I loved having you over.
Thank you.
I have to have you back on the podcast again. Like, this is I feel like I walked away with knowing so much more about you, knowing things when it came to photography, and knowing things when it came with makeup, even though I don't think she likes you right now.
Oh, yeah. That's not my girl right now.
Just knowing how you operate with, like, college friends, you being a good supporter around everyone you love. And yeah, we're going to stay locked in for sure because I love you down for real. And that's why I had to reach out to you because I really wanted you on the pod.
Yeah.
I really did. So and so thankful for you to be on this podcast and taking that time out. You took a 3-hour drive out for me.
Yes, of course.
And I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Oh, my heart. So is there any last words you want to say before we close out?
My favorite fun fact about me is that I love horses. I love horses so much. I used to want to be a vet.
For real, me too.
Yes, I used to want to be a vet so bad. And I used to do horseback riding.
For real?
Yes.
I rode a horse one time.
You rode a horse one time?
And I loved it.
Yes, they're literally the sweetest. Well, mine was Grumpy.
We need to go together.
Yes, I would love. They have some stuff in Nashville.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? I figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
But my favorite animal is a llama. Y'all don't get it twisted.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, I love animals so much. I was a little kid I always wanted a snake.
A snake? I actually like. To a certain degree, I like snakes.
I wanted a ball python so bad.
I like geckos.
They only freak me out when their tails fall off.
Yeah,
that's about it. I'm like, when a tail falls off.
Now I'm looking at you like, are you okay?
Are
girl?
you good? But we're gonna chop it up off this camera. But thank you for being on the podcast. I love you so much. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for another podcast with All Things Davon. Bye, y'all.